And so I want to start with some of your pictures and walk us through them. Maybe if we could do them one at a time and just tell us the significance of these pictures. What's the first picture we're going to be looking at here?
This is entitled Emmanuel, God with Us, Baby Jesus. And this one, the vision came from standing in my living room looking over the fireplace, and my mom's like, I don't think I'm going to decorate with snowmen this year. I really want to focus on baby Jesus, you know. And right then I had this vision of big, right as the centerpiece of our living room, baby Jesus. So
that is beautiful.
That's what brought that.
And these are watercolors?
They are.
I thought that was a photograph.
Yeah, I did too.
Is that a photograph?
That is not a photograph.
That's a little boy. The name of that painting is Alasan, and he is from Malawi, and he represents AIDS orphans. And all profits from that piece are going directly to help an AIDS home there.
Beautiful.
Oh.
This one was the first painting I did once God started opening doors for me to paint people, something that I had said no to because I'm a watercolorist. And once you make a mistake in watercolors, it's there. You don't cover it up. So I had a photorealistic style, and how do you combine that and watercolors and people? So this was my first painting after changing over, and my uncle calls me his hero. But see, for me, the strength of me is Jesus in my life. And so I just immediately saw his hero. She's on the ground. She can't even get up on her own. But behind her is who is empowering her and enabling her, which is my hero.
And this little girl looks like it could be you.
She's supposed to.
Yeah.
And on the ground beside her are crutches. And so it's also double meaning how he rescued me from using the crutches. This, I'm connected with Huldah Buntaine's ministry, Buntaine's Calcutta mission, and this is a little girl that they did open heart surgery on, and the wings represent her new life through the surgery, and
just the joy on her face.
And the colors.
You capture so much life in your work.
I was reading on your website that you wanted to paint things you're actually passionate about. You don't want to just paint pretty pictures. You don't want to just do a scenic.
Absolutely.
You actually said, you know what, if I'm going to paint, because it pains you, doesn't it? It costs you something to do these paintings.
Very much.
If you're going to do it, you want to do something that means something.
Absolutely has meaning behind it, and I was doing flowers an awful lot of, and I just prayed, God, use my gift, use it. And so he has enabled that painting as well. All profits are going to India to help provide free medical treatment for the kids there.
Michelle, how long does it take you to paint one of these?
Average 100 to 200 hours. Depends on the size.
This is a labor of love and pain too, right?
Absolutely, but I love it. He has absolutely given me a passion for the gift. And by giving meaning behind it, it just...
That's just it. I was going to say, all of your paintings have so much meaning behind them, and I know we have one more painting we want to share, and there is definite meaning behind this. Tell us about this painting.
This painting is entitled Redemption, and it is representing God handing down his son, Jesus, the Lamb of God. And below it, you will see 9 different words written, and fear, rape, cancer, abuse, pain, and they go on addiction, depression. Each of those words were written by 9 different people who had battled through one of those words, the word that they wrote, but have powerful stories of God enabling them to overcome, healing them, restoring them. And then you saw the lamb was bleeding, and his blood was washing over all those words.
Wow. And we know that Jesus is the lamb. In Revelation chapter 5, it says Jesus was the lamb that was slain from the foundations of the world for the sin of mankind. And now in heaven, you know, the angels and all those who've gone before us are worshiping the lamb of God, who is Jesus. And so that painting in particular really struck a chord with me. Beautiful, beautiful work.
Yeah.
Thank
Michelle,
you very much.
Oh, sorry about that. I just heard you say the word story. You're actually sharing your story with young women. You do speaking engagements as well.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. varies my testimony and such, but one of the things I enjoy with women's groups is on confidence and just shining in the beauty of our own uniqueness and who God has made us and called us to be and the gifts that he's given us, and not to want to be you, but to rejoice, to dance in who I am.
And that story resonates with everybody. I mean, whether, you know, if we say limitations or, you know, disabilities, it's like that message of what you're saying is saying, I don't look at my circumstances to define me, but I look at the one who has created me, the one who can help me and give me faith and hope, which is Christ. But when you look at, when you turn that perspective, everything changes. It's like, I'm an artist, and I'm a great artist, right? And I'm a speaker, and I can talk to girls about confidence. And so when you look at that, I think that's a real encouragement for even myself, Michelle, and other women who get stuck in circumstances. This was done to me. I'm addicted to this. I was abused, and I'm a victim. And they stay there, but you're saying, no, you don't have to let those define you.
No, and God enables us to choose different and to walk in, not in what we've been through, but to use what we've been through. To help others and to strengthen us.
Yeah, like I think you couldn't have painted those pictures without your journey. I mean, and that's what I love about art, is that it's such a multi-dimensional thing. I mean, we see the picture, there are the symbols, but it's also what's happening to you as you're painting this. And I'm just wondering, what sort of things has God done to you as you're painting these pictures?
A lot. Definitely depending on which piece. I have different journeys with every painting. My hero, the one of me with Jesus behind me, I failed 2 times. That is my 3rd attempt on the one that you see there. Just causing me to know it is God. My gift, my talent is not Michelle. And to remain dependent on him. But each painting has a different journey and work that God has done in me.
Well, I love the name of your ministry. Your website is?
His Paintbrush.
His Paintbrush. And the imagery that gives is what?
And that name came from the painting I was just sharing about my hero. And I kept, God, I cannot do this on my own. You be the artist. Just use me as your paintbrush. Paint through me. And it was an ongoing prayer of mine as I wrestled through 3 paintings. And then when it came time to develop my ministry, it only seemed appropriate to be his paintbrush.
He is the master creator, and you are the utensil in his hand.
And beautiful utensil,
Yes.
or paintbrush, or woman, whatever, right? Beautiful.
Thank you.
And now, Michelle, if anyone wanted to see more of your work or find out more about you, what is your website?
My website is hispaintbrush.com.
Very simple.
Yes, it is.
Hispaintbrush.com. Well, thank you for spending some time with us
Thank
on the
you.
Full Circle couch. We just love
Pleasure.
you. We bless you and all that you have in the future. And come back and visit us sometime.
I would
will ya?
love to.
We
Thank you.
Love
Thank
to have you. And if you missed that or would like more information on Michelle, you can log on to our website at crossroads.ca for a link to her and all that she is about.